Welcome to the DocSave channel. Today I am going to show you how to create a simple banking system using Microsoft Access. So we will work in with the sample data so you can follow along step by step to build up the small or the simple banking system. Actually, Microsoft Access is a great tool for building custom database management system without needing any coding skill or without knowing any programming language knowledge, right? It's a perfect tool for small to medium size banking system, or you can develop the system in advanced manner, and I hope to do future videos in regarding that. Okay, before we jump in, let's plan what we need. So we will create three main tables. First one is a customer table to store the customer details, and second one is accounts table to keep the account information. Third one is a transaction table to track the deposit, withdrawal, and transfers. Okay, so first we start up with the customer table. Right. First we go to the Access ribbon and you can see the Create tab. Then come to the Create tab, you can see the table design. Then pick the table design. Yes. There is a field name, data type, and description. Description is optional too. Right. Okay. Now we are going to create a customer table. No? Yeah, customer table. Okay. First, we enter customer ID. Customer ID. Sorry, customer ID. So when you can use an underscore to separate the words. Okay, but in this video I don't use the underscore and I type two words in okay. So then there is no space. Okay, so then data type customer ID, it is the number, and you can set the auto number, but in here I set the number, right? Because when we set the number we can customize it easier. Okay, so if you wanted to use the auto number, so you can use the auto number data type, but I select the number. Okay, so then we need first name and last name. First name and last name is a short text is correct, and also the customer date of birthday. Put the date of birthday. You know that date of birthday data type is a date and time. Right. Perfect. Then his or her phone number. I needed his or her phone number. Then phone number. Right. Phone number should be a number. Okay. Then I need email address. Email should be a hyperlink. Right. Then I need photo of the customer. Okay, photo of the customer, it should be the attachment. We have to attach it. And also I want to say something in regarding the field name. In this table we created the customer table to store the customer details, customer personal information. So then in a field name, just it can see yourself. That means the outsiders, they can't see. We can set up the system. So don't worry about the field name. Put the field name which is familiar with yourself. Right? So then we have to save it. And also you can use a description for each field. And also in this field, the unique field is customer ID. I put the customer ID as a primary key of this table, right? Okay, now I wanted to save this table. Then the table should be customer table. Okay, but you can write it the table name which you like to put it. Okay, and after I save it, then we have to create an accounts table. Then again we go to the create tab and then select the tab design, and then we come to the table. Okay, I close the previous table. Right. Then in account table we wanted to create the field account ID, accounts ID. Accounts ID should be the number. Okay, but if you wanted to, yes, it should be the number. And accounts ID, and then account types. Accounts type. Accounts type means that it's not text, but you can select the table for that. That means the lookup wizard. You can set the lookup wizard. But in this video, I select the data type as a short text. That means that account types, if you think about that, there is a savings account or savings account, it then means fixed deposit, smart. There is a lot of account types is available within the banking system. So in this video, I just keep it as a short text, right? But we'll edit that. Okay, don't worry about that. Right? So then after we is that. Yes, we put the account ID, account type, and balance. Okay, balance. Balance should be the currency, you know that. And also you can add what add the field. What do you like to add the field, right? What are the type of that, right? Then I put the balance. After adding balance, I set the opening date. Opening date. Don't put the space in the field name, right? So opening date should be the date or the time, and then I put the status. It status means that the account is active or inactive, right? So then we can set data type it as a lookup wizard. Okay, take the lookup wizard, and there is a dialog box, top of the dialog box, and they ask about I wanted to look up field to get the values for another table or the query. So actually this is match for you can see the accounts type. The account types field we can select this lookup wizard for that, because I mentioned you that there is a lot of accounts type is available within the banking industry or the banking field. So that is why. Okay, but in this level actually status, there is a tool status, whether it is a active or whether it is a inactive. Then I put the second option. I will type in the values that I want. Okay. Then after put and then click the next button, and then I type active, and second one is that inactive. Okay. Right. So then yes. After putting the numbers of the column details, and then click the next button, and then you can set up the label, but I stay this name and limit to the list actually, right? So then clicking the finish button, right? So you now, and after I think that these details, this field is enough for me. But if you wanted to add some new fields, you can add. Okay, and also just and we have to create another table that's called transactions table. Okay, so then first of all, before going to the trading transaction table, we have to save this table, right? So, and also we can't go without saving this table. Okay, and then I put the account table. Okay, accounts table. Sorry, table. Right. Enough with what's called. It's a problem. So I forget to tell you, right? Okay. Cut this. pick this row and continue. Okay. Before saving the table, we have to set the primary key of this particular table. Actually, when it comes to the accounts table, you can see accounts ID is a unique row or unique record. So then we can put the primary key into this accounts table. Okay. Then after setting the account primary key, then you can save this table. Okay. Right. Great. So then now we go to the create tab and then select the table design. Now we are going to create the our last table, which name is transactions table. Okay. So then in this table, we create this table to track the deposit, withdrawal, and transfers. So then put the transaction ID. Okay. Transaction ID. Transaction ID should be the number, right? So then and also you can put this as an auto number, but in this level I set the number. Okay. So then after we need the type. You can see transaction type. Okay. Sorry. Transaction type. Okay. Actually, the data type of the transaction type, it should be the short text, but in this we can select the lookup wizard because you know that there are three main transaction types. Okay. Then it should be the deposit or withdrawal or withdrawal or transfer. Okay. And also put the next button and then okay, we need to the access and also click right. And also we wanted to amount. Then what is the amount of transaction? It should be the currency. Okay. So then and also date. Okay. Date should be date and time. Okay. You can put it as a transaction date. Transaction date. Right. I think that in a transaction table, the fields are enough to identify what is a transaction, and we want to collect the data regarding the transaction and details. Okay. And also before saving the tables, we have to put the primary key. Then you can see transaction ID is a unique column or unique field or unique record to identify the table. Okay. So then I put the transaction ID as a primary key. Okay. So now you can save this table. I put the transaction table. Okay. Right. Now perfect. Now we have set up our tables. We decide the three main tables to collect the data. So I think that now we have set up. We have created three main tables, right? So I think that you can clear what did I do in this, right? Right. Okay. Before going to the, and also you have the opportunity, or you can customize this to fit your needs. Now add another field. What do you want to add? Okay. So before going to the creating, we will link the accounts table. Before going to the enter the data, we have to link these three tables. Okay. Right. First of all, come to the accounts table. And also I put this view as a design view. I think that is very easy. Okay. So when it comes to the accounts table, we have first of all we have to come to the customer table, and I put the design view. Right. in this customer table, we have to link the customer table with accounts table. Right? So then we have to put another field which is called accounts ID. Okay? Accounts ID. Sorry. Accounts ID. Accounts ID is a number. Okay. Fine. This will be the foreign key. Okay. So then when it comes to the accounts table, we wanted to link accounts table with transaction table. Transaction table, right? So we will link the accounts table to the transaction table using accounts ID, right? This way, when you enter or review data, everything is okay, right? Correct? Clearly. Now we link accounts table with transaction table using accounts ID. Let's come to the transaction table. We put the field which is called account ID. I will explain again. Okay. And accounts ID should be the number. Okay. Which means that we will link the accounts table. We will need to connect our tables, right? Before enter the data, we need to connect our tables. This step is super important because it makes sure everything works together smoothly, right? That is why I again explain it. We will link the customer table to the accounts table using customer ID. Okay, right. Come to the database tool tabs, then you can see the relationship. I close this table first of all. Before coming to the save this, okay, and save this. Okay, right. After coming to the database tools, and then you have to select the relationship tab, relationship. So then you can see in this field we can add the tables. First of all I add the accounts table, and then I add the customer table, right? And we can customize this with that. Okay. Okay, we have to edit this, but before that we will, after doing this we will edit this. Okay, right. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, right. This is the table, customer table and accounts table. In a customer table, it is including the customer details, and in an accounts table it gives the account information, right? Okay, now we have to link our tables, right? So first of all, accounts table will link account tables with customer tables by using accounts ID. Okay, first of all click the account ID and then come to the customer ID account customer table, right? So then there is a pop-up the dialog box, and you can see accounts ID and account ID, right? Accounts table we select the account ID, and customer table we select the customer ID, and then click the enforce referential integrity key, and then the relationship is shown as a one to many, and then after create. Yes, you can see. Now first relationship is already we have done. Then we get the transaction table. We wanted to link the transaction table with accounts table, right? We come to the accounts table and click the accounts ID with accounts ID which is available within transaction table. Then there is a dialog box, pop up the dialog box, and then click the enforce referential integrity, and after clicking that you can create the table. Right, already we have done all these things. Okay, so this is the relationship we have built with account customer table, accounts table and transaction table, right? Now we come to the home tab, and now we can enter our data into the banking system, or you can say data management system. Now you can come to the create tabs, and then you can see the form group, right? So then come to the form group, you have to select form wizard. Form wizard. Form wizard is a good option because we have already created the tables. That is why. Okay. So then select the form wizard, and then there is a pop up the what's called dialog box, and then you can select what are the fields do you want to collect the data. So then in the accounts table, and you can select the tables in here. First of all, we can select, first of all, we will select the accounts table, and then you can select the available field. You can select one by one, or you can select all at once. I select all at once, and I wanted to collect all this data in all the data in this field. Okay, and also then after selecting customer ID, right? In customer ID, we have to select first name, we have to select last name, we have to select date of birthday, yes, phone number, yes, email, yes, yes. We have to select the photo. Right. Um, Photos in our file data. Okay, yes, file data. And we don't need to select the customer ID because we already select the customer ID in accounts table. Okay, so that is why we didn't select the customer ID. And then after select the transaction table. Okay, and also actually yes, actually we select the accounts ID, accounts type, balance, opening date, status, customer ID. No, no, just actually we have to create two forms. Is it correct? Because we want to link the customer table and transaction tables, right? And every time we didn't need to record the customer details. That is why. So we can create the two forms to collect the data in customer details and plus transaction details. Okay. So guys, next video we will talk about that, how to create the forms, queries and reports for each customer, and let's talk about how to enter the data into this system. Okay, and see you guys next video, and thank you so much for watching my videos. And also please, if this video is useful to you, please like and comment and subscribe my channel. It's okay, bye bye.